Hi everybody, my name is Brenda Nahira. I am very excited to get to meet you all this week in our video discussions. As we discuss our community scans, the city I chose is that one I'm actually living in, which is El Paso, Texas. El Paso, Texas, in case you were unaware, is a border city and a high military city. We actually have a military base here. So it is a very large diversity of people. However, we are mostly Hispanic. The Hispanic community actually makes up 80% of the community here. And as well as the language spoken, the primary language spoken language here is Spanish, with 67.7% of the community speaking Spanish. I do not speak Spanish. I am a part of the 30% of the community who speaks English. There is also such a wide variety of languages spoken here. For example, Korean, Chinese, Arabic, French, and so much more. However, all of those make up 0.3% or less of the languages spoken. One of the things that I discovered in my research that I found was quite shocking was the amount of people that we have living in poverty here. The people living in poverty make up, there is 308,453 people living in poverty. The reason I find this shocking is just because it is such a high number. And it really is saddening and disheartening to know that there's so many people in just one city alone who are struggling to make ends meet for their family. The reason that doesn't shock me is because Juarez is literally a stone throw away. You can drive on the freeway and look out your window and you see Mexico, and you see the small little homes that look like they're made out of scraps and cardboard. And when you think of it in that sense and how many people live here who are from just across the border, and that sense, I don't find it as shocking. I think it's the empathy in me that I empathize with these people and the way that they live. And to know it's such a high number is really saddening. However, with what we're talking about with social entrepreneurship and how important empathy is in the decisions that we make, I feel it has such a large impact that we are aware of these things, especially as our future educators. It's important that we are able to not only feel that empathy ourselves, but able to share that with our future students and teach them how to understand that others or themselves even may be in situations that are not ideal, but they can come up with ideas and be the future leaders that come up with things that can help lower the poverty levels, and help more kids succeed and help just the world be a better place in general. Another fact that I gathered from my community scan was the amount of people who have diplomas. So El Paso, Texas actually has a population of 682,686 people. Out of those 682,000 people, only 98,730 of them have high school diplomas. I found that very, very shocking. I feel, especially as educators, as future educators, that we will strive to do the best to help our students, and to know there's such a high amount of people here who don't have high school diplomas is very disheartening as well. And I feel it's important that we ourselves are coming up with plans with these people's futures in mind and our students' futures in mind, as well as teaching them how they can come up with their own plans. Because if people don't care, then a difference will never happen and change will never happen. I'm really excited to hear you guys' feedback and opinion about it. I feel like El Paso is such a prime example of a city that can use a change. It was really great talking to you guys. Thanks.